We have a lot of things to discuss today in this video. First of all, we're going to talk about what has sold in the last 2 weeks for me. My sales are still continuing to be very, very good. The bad part is I sold my worst flip ever, the worst profit I've ever made. I didn't go negative, but I came pretty close to it. So stick around because I will mention to you what that ended up being. Let's talk about the actual numbers. This is for 2 weeks. We're going from October 8th to October 22nd. My sales are doing really, really well. My total sales for these past 2 weeks have been $678. My profit is $517, which to me is really great. And what else I really love about this is my average item profit is $24.65. Anything above 20, I think is really, really good. Cause I mean, you get so many different profits, like, oh, you made $11 or sometimes you make $8, but then sometimes you make $30, right? So I think anything above $20, I am very, very happy with, and that is what I'm shooting for. All right, let's talk about what sold in the last 2 weeks. I am really happy with the way my sales are going. I have my cheat sheet here. And just to remind everybody, and especially a lot of new people, because we do have a lot of new people on our channel. So thank you so very much for subscribing and hanging out and watching. I really do appreciate it. And I think all of our community of resellers really appreciate all of your input and comments and advice. So thank you very much. I am a part-time reseller. I have a job outside of my house and that I work 40 hours a week. I also have 2 teenagers. I have a husband. We have pets. My son plays hockey, so hockey season has started and things have been busy. The only time I have to do this reselling is on the weekends and my time off. So literally every extra moment that I have, I am working on this. My goal is to become a full-time reseller, but that is going to take a ton of work because I don't have the time. So if anyone's ever questioning like, oh, you only did $677 in sales for 2 weeks, for a part-time reseller who already has another job, I think it's really, really good. I'm very proud of myself, and I think things are definitely moving in the right direction for me to become a full-time reseller. So let's get into it. I know I keep jabbering on, but let's get into it. Okay, first up is this Woolrich Women's Large Eco Rich Dress Pockets Short Sleeve Blue Casual Comfort. Can't remember where I found this. I don't think it was the bins, but anyways, it was probably a bad purchase. I probably shouldn't have purchased it. It did take 102 days to sell. I sold it for $20. I mean, my profit though was $14.40. So I guess I can't complain about that. I have sold Woolrich before, but more in the very heavy button down kind of flannel plaid for men's shirts. So I kind of wanted to try this out and see what it was. It was a super cute dress. Moving on, we are going into a Depop sale. And this was a consignment sale from one of my friends. This was a Jacobs pinstriped Y2K high-rise wide leg corporate girly. That's a new keyword that I just learned when I was looking up for these like business chic kind of styles. I don't know if this helped it, but it's sold in only 10 days. So maybe that was the key, was that keyword corporate girly. Try it out, see if it works for you. Sold this for $17. Our profit was $14.71. This is a consignment, so there was no cost of goods sold. I do split this with my friend 60-40, but I'm just kind of giving you the overall profit. Next up is this Brooks Brothers women's size 16 denim shirt dress, button front fall festival pockets. I found this at a society shop a couple of towns over. I was shocked that this actually sold in 15 days. I thought I was going to have a little bit harder time because it didn't have, it was supposed to come with a, it was supposed to come with a belt, but they didn't have the belt. So I sold it for $30 and my profit was $19.83. And guys, take a look at the main picture here, this is a AI generated model. I have been using Gemini AI to recreate some of my stock photos, and it has been working really, really good. I have used ChatGPT in the past to try to do a model, but it is not working nearly as well as Gemini AI, and it's free. I don't have a paid anything account with them. I do hope to get a video out soon actually about using AI for our reselling business. But for a quick practice, or just go and check it out, is Gemini AI. Check it out. Next up. Oh, this was my worst sale ever, you guys. Okay, this was so bad. And the most embarrassing thing, I guess, about this whole thing is that when I found this dress shirt, I was like so excited. I was over the moon. I'm like, I've never seen anything like this before. And when I looked up comps, they were amazing and they were going for so much money. And then this sat and sat and sat. This lovely Robert Graham men's large button up striped, artsy embroidered flip cuff, colorful. This spent 230 days in my closet, and I started off, I think, into the 50s with this and brought it down and brought it down and brought it down. And finally I sold it for $18. But because I paid so much money for it, my profit was 64 cents. God, I was just so happy to get rid of it because, which actually, it's kind of a bummer because I do see these Robert Graham shirts on other reseller YouTube videos and doing excellent, excellent, excellent. I'm guessing they sell better in the States. I mean, I really had no interest in this. I did all of the right keywords that other resellers were doing. I priced it even actually, like I started off competitively and then kind of went down from there. I didn't lose any money. Now I have to tell you that in my entire year of reselling, I have not gone like into the negative, although I still have like a ton of clothes that haven't sold in a year. So maybe that is my negative. But anyways, the Robert Graham shirt is gone, and I really hope they love it because it is such a neat shirt. I'm not my style, but I really do appreciate the detail and the design that goes into these Robert Graham shirts. All right, next up was a great sale. I was super happy to get this sold and for the short amount of time. This only took 49 days to sell. And I found this actually at when we went over to the States and did a haul in Michigan. So this particular Talbot's women's size 10 blazer, houndstooth, long office, career business chic. This was in like mint condition, and the the buyer who ended up purchasing it actually wrote like a little message saying like how beautiful it was and how great of shape it was. It sold for $55. My profit was $37.12. So I was very happy to pick that up and bring it back home from Michigan. And I know she'll love it. It was in great condition. It might as well have been brand new. Coming up next, now I found this at the bins and I thought, you know what, let's give it a try because I see this Ruby Road all the time and I'm trying to sell things that I find all the time. So obviously we get inventory. This Ruby Road size 2X blouse, button, closure, pin tuck, pleated front, casual coastal. This sold in 14 days. I'm shocked. And I didn't realize that it sold for my full asking price of $30 until I was getting the stats for this video today. So it sold in 14 days, $30, and my profit was $22. I can't believe it. I am so happy about that. And again, here's another AI model for you. This one turned out so good. I was super happy with the detail that the AI understood with the shirt. So I was very happy with that. All right, let's go. Oh, Cynthia Rowley's coming up next. I actually purchased these for myself. They didn't fit. Got them at Value Village. I can't remember how much I paid for them, so I said I paid $5. This was just I'm just glad they got sold because I couldn't wear them. It took 74 days to sell, sold them for $16, and my profit was $7.05. Nothing to write home about, but a sale is a sale nonetheless. All right, moving on. This was a great piece. I've never seen anything like this by Lululemon. I did find this at the bins. It took 16 days to sell, which was excellent. This is a Lululemon on-the-go poncho, one size, black merino wool knit cape yoga layer. I almost thought about keeping this for myself because it was really, really nice. It did have a small, tiny hole in the back of it, which you would never be able to see it. It even takes you a minute to try to find it. So such a really, really nice piece. I was hoping to get a little bit more for it than the $27, but I can't be greedy because my profit ended up being $19.60, and it's selling in 16 days. That's amazing. All right, next up is, I sold the Joseph Ribkoff shirt. If you guys have seen this, I don't know, maybe a month ago in a haul, I could not resist picking this Joseph Ribkoff shirt up. I found it at the Goodwill. It only took 19 days to sell, and I sold it for $35, and my profit was $26.93. I knew for sure this was going to go. I just didn't know how long it was going to take. I didn't know if it was going to be like a Halloween vibe or if it was going to be a New Year's Eve vibe, but it was such a cool shirt. And I think the size helped it out a lot as a size 10. And it had some stretch to it too. So super excited to get that off, and that sold on Depop. Next up, I sold a bundle over on Poshmark. The first one is this Hudson North, the first one is this Hudson North women's size 1X wool sweater V-neck. I put quiet luxury, preppy, and slow fashion. I don't remember what slow fashion means for a keyword. I will look that up and let you all know. I found this at the bins, so that was really great. And the other one that ended up selling too, actually found it at the bins as well. And I actually listed these both at the exact same day. So they did take 13 days to sell. This was a Tom Tailor women's size extra large cardigan knit hoodie, casual comfort, lightweight, and navy. So these two pieces put together sold for $45. Again, I listed them on the same day, 13 days to sell, and my total profit was $31.32. That was so great because I grabbed the Tom Tailor sweater, and I really don't think hooded things are in right now, but because it was 100% cotton and Tom Tailor is a bigger designer, I thought I would just go with it. So I was super happy to see that this sold so quickly in the 13 days. Next up is another sweater, but a men's sweater. This is a Next men's size extra large lamb's wool sweater, crew neck, jumper, pullover, blue navy. Can anyone agree with me that they love the idea that people in the UK called sweaters jumpers? I think it's so cute, and I wish we could do that over here, but I think people would think I was crazy. Anyways, I found this at the bins quite a while ago. I did not expect it to sell, and really the only reason why I did pick it up was because it was extra large and it was lamb's wool. So it did take 76 days to sell. I sold it for $24 and I profited $16.20. The next item up is an item I sold on eBay, and it's actually going over to the United States. This is a Typology tinted serum, vitamin C, tan, vegan. I picked this up when I was doing liquidation auctions, and I looked it up, and they're really expensive. They're actually out of Paris. I checked it today, and it's still being held in Ontario. It has not made its way across the US yet, and it's been a week. So I'm still nervous to see what is taking so long, what is happening, maybe because it's liquid, but it is made in Paris, so I did put France as the origin, but it's hanging out. So to be continued of what the serum is going to do, but let's get to the numbers. It took 200 days to sell. It's just unfortunate. But I did sell it for $40 and my profit was $29.45, which is so great. But I'm still holding my breath to see what happens if it makes it across. Moving on, next is Spanx leggings. I won't pick these up ever again. I was kind of at the end of Spanx leggings being a thing, and maybe like that shiny kind of faux leather is kind of out now. But anyways, these Spanx faux leather leggings, size extra large, black, high-waisted, core, compression, and slimming. These took 6 months to sell. I sold them for $20 and my profit was $11. Coming in, another Depop sale. This was another consignment sale that I'm doing with my friend. This is a Club Monaco women's size small sweater, wool blend, turtleneck, quiet luxury black. The sweater was like heaven. It was so beautifully soft. I wish I could have kept it for myself. I know the person who probably picked this up is going to love it. The mohair, and it was just kind of semi-sheer, and like the turtleneck was kind of like you could kind of move it around and make it go kind of every which way. But anyways, it was a really, really pretty sweater, and I'm a huge fan of Club Monaco, which is kind of weird because Club Monaco is very like more business, office chic, and I don't do any of that, but I just love their style. So it took 25 days to sell, sold it for $27, and the profit was $23.71. Again, there is no cost of goods going into it. This was another iffy find at the bins. I was not sure if I should pick this up. I did actually at the bins ask them to weigh it separate so I knew exactly how much it would cost. So the cost of goods on this, Pottery Barn, size medium, waffle weave, resort robe, long white plush, quiet luxury, cost me $7.16. This was really nice, like really, really nice. And it only took 14 days to sell. I sold it for $55. My profit was $36.84. Like, what a great find. And this was in a picked over bin. And I know exactly why nobody wanted it, is because it was too heavy. But I took a chance and it paid off. Moving on, another Poshmark sale. I found this at Value Village and I had a coupon for this, so I actually only paid $1.26 for it. This is a pen and ink New York women's size small sweater, cropped with hood, warm designer sweater. Not a whole lot of attention on this pen and ink New York, but I saw the tag and I knew it meant something. It is a really cute sweater. It was so soft. It had nylon, acrylic, wool, and spandex in it. It took 29 days to sell, and I sold it for $30, and I made $22.75. The person who did end up buying it, it was a very, very quick ship as well. She was really happy, and she messaged me and said something like to the effect of, it was nicer than I thought it was going to be. So I was so happy that she was happy. And it found a new home. Okay, we're moving on to this Victoria's Secret size small cami purple backslit satin tank date night layer. I found this at regular Goodwill. It's took 33 days to sell, $20. It sold for, and my profit was $12.02. This was really cute. There's nothing to it really. I was just looking for that kind of like lingerie cami that you could just put under a blazer, or I'm sure some people can wear it by themselves. But I loved the color, and it had this really kind of sexy slit in the back. So yeah, for 33 days, Victoria's Secret cami, I think I'm really happy with that. Oh, this was a great pickup. I just picked this up in my last Goodwill. This was a Lululemon women's size 8 back in action long sleeve tie-dyed shirt, active. And this was great because no one saw it in the bins. Like, I don't know if they were looking for the rip tag or they were looking for something else, but it was in a picked over bin, and as soon as I kind of grabbed it, it was towards the bottom, that Lululemon logo popped up, and I knew that that's what was Lululemon. Now, I will pick Lululemon up at the bins for fun because it only cost me $1.46. So that is fine, but I was really shocked that this only took 3 days to sell. sold it for $22 and my profit was $16.14. I could do that all day long. That would be so great, right? If we could do that all day long. But I was really happy with that. I'm very picky, again, about picking up Lululemon. This was in mint condition, so very happy to see that. Next up is another Depop sale, and this was a Leopards and Roses women's size large long sleeve top, hippie retro grunge layering. As soon as I saw this one, I knew it was going to sell on Depop. It was really cute. My daughter wanted it and told her no because she has way too many clothes anyways. This one sold in 29 days for $21 and my profit was $15.66. I just found this at a local thrift store a couple of towns over. Another great sale coming up was the Saks Fifth Avenue men's 40 regular wool cashmere blazer jacket luxury sports coat. This I found at the in the USA haul that we did over in Michigan. It took 48 days to sell. I sold it for $45 and I made $29.12. This jacket was so pretty. Like, it felt like money. I don't know how to explain it. It just felt so soft and luxurious. This person has not received it yet, and I'm really hoping that she loves it. I'm guessing she bought it for, I don't know, a man in her life. But this was so luxe. Like, it just felt like money. But I guess that's what you get when it comes from Saks Fifth Avenue. And the sell-through rates weren't great for this, and the comps weren't that high either. I think I might have had it up for maybe $60, but I was happy to take $45 on it. Right, we have one last item. This I found, again, at the Goodwill outlet, 50% off sale. It is a Lucky Brand women's small cardigan, long knitted duster, Aztec print, desert chic. This kind of just screamed like, oh, Northern California to me. I've never been there before, but I assume that if I ever went there on vacation, I would bring one of these. This is my second duster that I have sold very quickly. I think that keyword is really great for these long cardigan kind of duster type pieces. This one took 41 days to sell. I sold it for $22 and my profit was $13.79. So very happy with that. If you like this kind of video, let me know in the comments below, because I love making videos and I like discussing about reselling, and I'm so happy you are all here. Until next time, happy reselling.